It's Hungar. It's Friday. It is 12:03. I'm a little late, but better late than never, I guess. I hope everybody is doing fantastic today. Look at this morose looking motherfucker right here. Look like somebody done shit in his cereal. Boom.
No. I just got out of the shower.
It's about damn time.
Yeah. I didn't take one yesterday. I took a nap instead.
Showers are overrated. I've only taken 3 this year.
Yeah. Well, I do the shower part for washing my hair. The rest is just lying there in the tub. I'm fat, lazy, and got nothing to do, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I sent out some links to people, but Shadow's gonna be late.
Yeah, he's directing a short film. It's called Two Guys and a Chicken.
Tonight on the Old Geeks channel, it is Drinking Quest.
Drinking Quest, huh?
You got your bottle of Woodford Reserve ready?
I got some absolute vodka that I didn't want to get rid of. Is that good?
Nice. I got my bottle of Woodford Reserve.
I got some Woodford Reserve, but I've had that bottle of Absolute since there was only one digit in the 2000s.
Jeez.
I think it was like 2007 or something.
Anyway, I think we should all play along.
Yeah.
Have a bunch of drunk fucking nerds rolling around their houses. Like,
Yeah. I don't know if that's good.
how was the paint stream last night?
Well, it was kind of depressing.
I fell asleep.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Did you watch the beginning of it?
I was
No.
already curled up in bed last night before it even started, dude.
Oh. Well, you missed me saying to Shadow that I wouldn't be there because I had a game with Nerdy Ogre.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it turned out the game wasn't with Nerdy Ogre.
Who was it with? Oh,
Surface, but it got canceled because he didn't realize we'd both signed up to play, and we're talking with each other, thinking that each other were the people who started the game. He thought he had a game with me. I thought I had a game with him. We had a game with someone else.
well, I hope you get feeling better, Squirrel Hermit.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely best wishes to you, buddy. Squirrel. If you're wondering, we're looking for another player for a more board game. I'll send you the contacts if you're interested.
I'm getting ready to call Shadwell.
Again, did you not call him?
I haven't called him yet. I always wait till I'm live to call Shadwell.
Yeah, but you've been live for like 4 minutes, bro.
What's up?
Where the fuck are you?
I was waiting for the link, and
No, you weren't. Lies.
you were there, so I assumed you were doing it at 9:30.
No.
No. I was 2 minutes late. Jeez Louise.
Reset your alarm, bro. Because we know.
It's 7:00.
Well, the link is in your Discord.
We know you haven't reset the alarm on your phone yet because it still rings halfway through the show every time. You hung up on
Hasn't
it
reset
already.
the smoke detector either.
Well, he's black. Because
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm bliggity bliggity black, y'all. Black and the black and the black, the black, black, black.
Oh, you know our good buddy from the Hilt, right, Mr. Hilt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I yelled at him on a fucking elf bait stream once, right? Like it was in the chat. I yelled at him for having his smoke detector going. And you know what he did?
Fixed it.
He fixed it, and that was 6 months ago. Oh. I'm just saying. When I look at those two men, one of them looks more put together and capable of fixing the smoke detector than the other. And the other one actually fixed the smoke detector. I'm just saying, perception is not always what it seems. Oh.
Laziness.
Get some fucking boxes and stack them up. Stand on that rickety chair. Put it on top of the table.
So, anything else new going on?
Besides playing Discord, who's on first? No.
What's on second?
Not a game Thursday night, that's for sure. Fuck. Funny as fuck, though. We were laughing at it over Discord. Got in touch with the guy, obviously.
Look at this late.
Late? I am
Late.
never late.
And
I'm
Nor am I ever
always
early.
on time. Motherfucker, you late.
Look who's talking.
if
Hello,
your phone alarm goes off in 15 to 20 minutes, I will be really disappointed in you.
It will.
He's discreetly changing the
No,
time.
I'm actually just turning my phone on. And it's probably not my phone. It's probably my tablet. There's no point in resetting it because at some point we'll go back to the 9:30, hopefully. And
Never.
No.
no, really.
We adjusted it because I had a work meeting, and we adjusted it back because I had a work meeting. Yeah.
I like noon o'clock.
Yeah.
If you lived in a decent time zone, you'd have 12. So.
Decent time zone. It has nothing to do with time zones.
Or
I
real.
live in a shitty freaking state, so
With a shitty time zone.
If you lived in a real place.
hey, I do not live in Australia.
No, Australia's more real than California.
California's pretty fake.
Used to be real. That McDonald's
It used to
got
be the
invented.
realest place around. Everybody wanted to be here. Now everybody can't wait to get the fuck out.
And
So
then
you gonna be drunk with us tonight, Shadow?
Am I gonna do what?
Get drunk with us tonight.
no,
I don't drink.
you can
Me
have
neither.
water.
But
Why
it's a
are you getting
special
drunk
occasion. It's
What's that?
eccentric Geek's 3rd year anniversary, and he's doing Drinking Quest again tonight.
I wish I would have known. I'm actually in a game tonight.
What you need to do is
Stop
go
by
to the grocery. You need to cancel your game. Go down to the grocery store and pick up some Mimios or whatever they are. And so you can squeeze them into your water. So they're all like colored and flavored and shit. That'll get you buzzed.
Yeah, I can't do that.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah, I kind of do. Yeah, it's like just
Go
water.
down to the store, get you a bottle of bourbon.
No. It's much funnier if he gets drunk on Mimios.
That would be fun.
Get you some wine coolers because I know that's
What
your
the
jam.
fuck? Oh,
Virgin wine coolers, because that's all you can handle.
no, I'm pretty sure I could still handle my alcohol. I just made a promise that I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'll take that back. I can't handle my alcohol. I will drink until the fucking cows come home once I get started.
Oh, you're an alcoholic.
I don't know about that because I've been sober
Oh,
12
you
something
can be a
years.
sober
Yeah.
alcoholic and still be an alcoholic. Alcoholic is somebody who can't have like one or two drinks. Once they start drinking, they just keep drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what I would
White
do.
Claw.
I don't know
Like
what I
Shadow
would do.
hanging out with his freaking Twisted Teas and White Claws.
No, I think White Claw is too masculine for Shadow.
Actually, I'm more of a rum guy, but
Yeah.
I did used to knock down.
Flavored rum.
Malibu is not rum, Shadow.
That's pretty funny. Actually, I used to drink a freaking pint of Jack Daniels every single fucking day after I finished off a case of beer.
Yeah, that's alcoholism. That's
That's
hardcore.
alcoholism.
Need a new liver alcoholism.
So you're an alcoholic.
Could be.
Hi, my name's Shadwell. I'm alcoholic. I was the same boat.
He's
When I
so
go out-
drunk. He's
when-
so drunk. He's sitting next to Meatloaf from Fight Club.
when when I go out drinking when I was younger, I
That's a
would
great
start
movie.
drinking and I wouldn't stop until I was like inebriated. And it
Yeah.
took a long time to be able to just have like a drink or like a beer.
I've never been like that. So
I haven't actually wanted one, so I've
When I
given
go
up
out,
on shit.
when I go out to the Mexican restaurant for fajitas, I drink half of a beer with my fajitas because I think it tastes good.
fajitas.
The only beer I actually really liked, I forget the brand, but it was a dark beer that I actually liked the taste of. Everything else is just like, what the fuck?
I want to order a pizza.
Pizza sounds really good. We do meatless Fridays during Lent, and I tried to get the
Okay.
boys. What?
Okay.
It's a religious thing, man.
Yeah. Doesn't make less good.
I tried to get the boys to do cheese pizza, and they'd rather have grilled cheese sandwiches.
Because grilled cheese sandwiches kicks ass.
They do, especially if you put some bacon in them.
Grilled cheese sandwich with some tomato soup.
That's exactly what we're doing.
I recommend you put some bacon in them.
Bacon is the thing I gave up for Lent, so I can't be doing that either.
Well, if it's in a grilled cheese sandwich, God won't be able to see it, so you'll be safe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can see that.
I'm pretty sure it's the thing where God's like, "It's okay, bro. It's okay."
No, the boy asked me to do it, so
But I recommend you keep that in mind for when you're not trying to get one over on the Lord, but not eating meat for some reason, like he cares.
it's not a matter of that, whether he cares or not.
I know it's about being able to self-control and
Yeah.
and not have, but still, you keep that in mind because trust me, you're gonna want to have that grilled cheese and bacon sandwich.
Actually, what I would prefer is throw some scrambled eggs in there, some bacon, some ham, cheese, the whole bit. Yeah, like a moon's over my hammy. Fuck, those are good.
Yeah, you could do that. Now, I might note that if you get fresh bacon, you don't even have to cook it first. The heat from the cheese and all that heats up just enough that when you eat it, it comes apart real quick. Don't even have to bother cooking it.
Yeah, I'd
That's-
rather not get salmonella from eating
You don't.
cooked pork.
You don't. Bacon is cured. If you're not aware of that,
Oh yeah.
so you can eat it raw.
What's up, Squirrel? Hey, we were just talking about you yesterday.
Yeah. It's not the best.
Jackie might need your services. Jackie's looking for some voice actors and I recommended Squirrel for a particular part. So if you got 5 minutes,
Well, he doesn't need people anymore. He can get that 11 labs. 11 labs. I put the link in your show last night.
yeah, that would be an alternative. However, I think it's much cooler if we include like cool people.
Yeah.
We've got one for Hungar later coming up later
Well,
on.
he can train the 11 labs AI on Hungar's voice and then have it say whatever he wants
Well,
without even bothering Hungar.
yeah, but we want to bug Hungar. We want to bug
Oh.
Justin. We want to bug Bruce Lombardo. We want to bug Bear if he's up to it.
Bear's been like not coming on my show all week. Like, screw you, man.
Wasn't he on Monday?
No, I didn't even do a show on Monday.
He was on the last show then.
Last night?
Well,
Wednesday?
he was on last night with me, but I could have swore he was on your show Wednesday.
He was on my show Wednesday, but that's only one time this week.
Out of the
Out of the 1.5 times you've done this week?
Out of 2 shows.
Well, hey,
This is the third one.
It's still early. Oh,
Yeah.
he didn't show up Thursday.
Thursday.
I mean, I barely showed up Thursday.
He was
He was
he had his
shopping
own
on Thursday.
Didn't he? He had a show last night.
He messaged me and told me that he was shopping.
Thanks, Squirrel. And actually, Squirrel, your voice is perfect the way it is for it. When we were talking about it, you were like, perfect for the part. So I don't know about Justin though.
No, I don't do acting. I have robots do my acting for me.
Well, there's one part I think you'd be able to do pretty well.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Bo did it. Bo and James L did it first try. Just reading the script one time, it was perfect.
How the hell is Bo, Ben? I have not seen him.
Stressed, very stressed.
Well, when you talk to him, tell him we miss him.
I will do so. Yeah.
I was like that the other day. Squirrel hermit, sick, sore throat, running a bit of a fever. But I found out that mine was gut issues.
I've been exceedingly blessed and not been sick in years. Actually, I think I was sick for a little bit once in the last.
Hey, Yog, we were just talking about you, man.
Yeah, we were. As a matter of fact, I was talking about him too as a potential voice actor for Jackie's project.
So, you ready to get crunk tonight?
If he hasn't started already.
Are you at work or are you at home?
Oh, it's nothing immediate there, John. Although Jackie did upload a preview video of episode 3 last night, and Justin was awed and amazed by it.
Yeah.
I
I also started looking up therapists in your area.
I sent you a
links too.
link in the chat.
Hi, Modo.
You got to admit, for a 15-year-old kid, it's not too shabby.
No.
You can't admit it.
It's better than the work that I collaborate with an AI on.
And he does, I was really happy that he threw in some silent running clips, of the domed ships.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I was like, oh, my boy,
Do you know where that one tank comes from?
No idea. It was pretty cool too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was surprised you didn't recognize the sort of I guess the music and the overall, like, he's like kind of imitating another, like, not popular but well-known style of video. The pacing and everything, but I guess not.
I'm not super familiar with Reich film.
Yeah, no one's buying that. And my dog is going nuts. Is there a squirrel in that tree?
Actually, I'm not. I have not become super familiar with films of the era.
Well, I don't know if it's your influence or something else, but Jackie's taking German lessons every day, teaching himself.
It's definitely my influence.
He should take Russian. German's the language.
Actually, it's funny. Our adopted kid who's staying with us for the rest of the year, he's actually taking Russian. What's up, James?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Don't be a sore loser, Justin.
You're being a sore everything in the
Don't make
butthole.
Hungar play his song to you again. He will.
It's not to me. It's to you. I don't even know what song you're talking about, though.
Hungar does, and that's what's important.
Hungar's having Moto problems.
Is he?
Yeah. Moto said hello.
I'm having training a bunch of dinosaurs and then getting them all killed immediately after problems earlier today. Hey, look, there's the old geek. What's up?
Yeah.
Good cow.
And cow.
Yo Geek is carb loading for tonight. He wants to have a nice sponge in his stomach for.
Cheeseburger and fries. That's all
Hey,
you need, man.
Yeah.
Well, cheeseburger and fries, fish and chips, a nice Reuben sandwich.
Ooh, I could go for a Reuben.
Oh shit, man! Now I got to get all the ingredients for Rubens tomorrow.
Oh,
Thanks,
I
James.
need a nice Reuben.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can't beat one of those. Fuck.
Some sauerkraut, a
Fuck
good
yeah,
strong
Swiss
spicy
cheese.
mustard.
You
I
put
don't put any
mustard
dressing whatsoever on mine.
Hey, you gotta have the spicy mustard.
I'll give it a try next
Are
time.
you sure you're not like an infiltrator from the ADL and all of your like anti whatever stuff?
Okay, well
is
you
just
skip the
like
cheese.
That's German food, bro.
trying to get us to.
The only legitimately ethnic food the tribe has is fucking schmear.
No, you're wrong.
Just schmear. Maybe matzo balls.
No.
Gefilte fish.
No, that's from Scandinavia shit, man.
No. The food that you would say is
Sorry. They also have the fortune cookie.
roast lamb.
Fortune cookie.
I mean, historically, roast lamb would be the thing.
Yeah, I gotta feel sorry for you about not being able to have cheese.
Yeah. It's almost like you're starring in a shadow production or something.
I had cheese this morning. I had a ham and cheese and egg wrap on a low carb wrap.
That sounds
And
good.
My
I had
wife,
a bologna and cheese sandwich.
my
with
wife
mustard.
brought in a gallon of green tea that she sun-brewed for me.
Ooh.
Yeah, Tennessee's acting like Tennessee. Yesterday it got up to 80. It's supposed to drop down to the 40s tonight.
Okay, let's see what it says here.
It
Like
says
66
Justin's
degrees
gay.
down here.
No, but if I had to be gay or give up cheese, I'd probably not give up cheese.
You'd rather take a penis than not eat cheese?
I have to
think
say
Do you have
that-
a
how good
preference
cheese
where you
is.
take the penis? Or you just
So somewhere else, preferably. But
Yeah, I hope it's somewhere else and not on my live stream. That would be kind of messed up, but I'm sure I'd get the views.
you would definitely get
Everybody who dislikes Justin would like constantly look at that bastard.
Anyway,
somewhere
cheese
else.
is important.
Jesus. It's 3 of the 4 food groups.
I love eating cheese just because it
The other
makes
one
me
being
feel
meat.
superior to everyone else. It's kind of like sometimes when I'm feeling saucy and I'll do a live stream with it, like a quart of milk and drink the milk while I'm doing the live stream.
Yeah, cheese
I'm
is the
flex-
source of Cheese is the source of technology.
Sorry to hear that, John. But I gave up
Yeah,
coffee.
poor John is lactose intolerant too.
And he's having issues with caffeine on. Yes, everybody knows you only drink water, Shadwell. You superior bastard, you.
And we had a whole skit earlier about
Water
how
is good for
Mimios would
you.
make you
You
drunk.
should drink it.
Yeah, I do, with corn syrup and sugar.
I drink a lot of water.
A bunch of colors.
I gotta drink like 6 of these just to be dehydrated every day.
Dehydrated?
Yeah.
Well, because of
Yeah.
his kidneys.
I'm always dehydrated, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you looking for sympathy?
No, because I
No.
could look between shit and syphilis in the dictionary.
Well, I was gonna say, if you are, I'll give you some sympathy, man.
For the devil,
Sucks. That's a great song.
it is.
Sympathy for the Devil is a good song.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I'm not a Stones fan.
Because you produce certain types of films. We've
How
already
can- okay,
established
look,
that.
look.
I just find it mediocre.
Funny Shadwell for being a California porn guy.
Most of them. Most of
Actually,
the songs.
Shadwell can't be a California porn guy. He's too religious.
Oh, I was gonna say it's too gay, but you know.
But anyway,
He didn't fix his beard
I
this
want
morning. It's
Shadwell
looking
to
scraggly.
explain to me what his
Oh, no
problem
shit,
is.
huh? It's all jacked up.
Like
Yeah.
what his major malfunction is that he doesn't like the Stones. I mean,
There's some songs I like, but you know,
Yeah.
I think the hype is just
The
not
hype?
working. Yeah,
Yeah. I agree with them on this. They got like
I mean,
3
Brown
good
Sugar's
songs.
great. What's that? They've got a bunch of good songs.
Painted Black
is good.
is one of the greatest rock and roll songs ever, according to Yod Geek, and I would have to agree with it.
Yeah.
It's definitely
It's
on
not-
that short list.
It's up there. It's up there. I don't know if I'd put it in top.
not only
100.
that, but it was the intro song for Tour of Duty, which played back in the 80s, and it was about a platoon in Vietnam.
Mhm.
And every show you'd hear that, dun, 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 you know, and then all of a sudden you'd see the Huey.
What's up,
coming in.
Liz Bub?
That song or that movie tweaked me out because it was the first time I ever saw a character like die in a TV show. And it happened so quick. They're on patrol and then one of them stepped on a mine. I was like, oh shit. And I was like 10, you know, so I was like,
Yeah,
this is
but
real deal shit right here, man.
that show was great, dude.
First couple seasons, and then it started getting a little bit jumping over to Sharky, like,
Yeah.
you know. But and then they tried to make it be like part of
China
what was
Beach
the one with
crap.
the nurses?
Hmm?
There was a show about nurses in Vietnam, and Painted Black was like a part of that.
China Beach.
China Beach, yeah, Painted Black and China Beach were like the same
Tour Duty,
show.
not Painted Black.
Yeah.
or Tour Duty. Yeah, they were like part of the same universe or something.
Beelzebub, I sent you the link.
Now I seen dead people on television much earlier than 10, but that's only because we had a VHS copy of RoboCop, and I knew how to use that fucking thing. So
I'd buy that for $1.
yeah,
For $1, that guy was amazing.
yeah.
Oh, look there.
So,
He's dressed
And
up.
somebody's went hipster today.
Where did Charlie Sheen come from?
Look at the hipster.
I don't know. I hear that a lot from you guys. That's it.
Yeah. Well, we're the only people you know, so. Stand on your chair and start yelling about lion blood, okay?
that
I don't care what you think. That shit's hilarious.
shit's great.
And there used to be like a comedy show about World of Warcraft that was hosted by a zombie. And in one of the shows, he does an interview with Charlie Sheen. and he's like making it out like everything Charlie Sheen's talking about is running raids and shit in World of Warcraft. He's like, how can I go scout? He's like, how do you keep those pubs in line when you're out there doing whatever? And and then Charlie Sheen will say something, and then the guy will be like, damn, I never even thought of that.
I got Adonis DNA.
He's like, we was on so much stuff. Like Frank Sinatra and all those guys were like armless, limp leg little children. And Daryl will be like, limp leg. You see him writing shit down and stuff, limp legged little. That shit was the best.
And I don't miss doing raids.
Yeah. Raids.
They suck. I mean, I got burned out in MMOs. You guys still play it besides Conan, or you guys play?
We haven't really been playing much of anything. I hopped on Conan yesterday morning, but just to do some of the things for that battle pass that I used.
I think Dark Age of Camelot killed me for MMOs.
Yeah.
WoW for me. WoW really burnt me out. And then I went back to play EQ on P99, and the grind was.
We tried Mordor. Not Mordor. What was that one called?
Moria.
The Month of Moria. We played one session of that and hasn't got back. These guys are playing that dinosaur one, but
I'm actually playing Temple of Elemental Evil.
Oh, the old yeah, I remember that one. How you can break it by using evil priests and just start commanding all the ghouls. But if they path wrong, it'll just crash. You stick your pack of 15 ghouls on something, and it turns right. You're like, oh no, crash.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind a game like the old Warcraft games, like the original ones.
They do have a vanilla version.
No, not World of Warcraft. Warcraft.
Right.
Oh, you mean RTS?
Yeah. Like a good one though. Not one that requires a lot of super micromanaging.
I like the Dawn of War games for that.
I like building my little town and gathering my resources and
Yeah, Dawn of War is probably the best RTS ever made. The first Dawn of War.
It's a good one.
After that, they just go steadily downhill.
Command and Conquer was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it was all right.
With the Tesla coils.
It was all right.
yeah.
The problem was there were ways to cheat the game, and I found them, and then it wasn't even fun anymore.
I've heard a lot of good stuff about Pal World.
About what?
Pal World.
Pow World. Oh, the Pokemon with guns.
Yeah.
The one that Pokemon Corp has a landing page that says "Stop contacting us. We have no problem with it."
Yeah. Because even they know it's such a copy. It's like,
yeah, but they don't give a shit.
but they don't care.
You're riding on a giant Pikachu that's got a chain gun.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you can finally be the very best, like no one ever was.
Daka.
I am best with Daka.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's got a gun type Pokemon.
No, sir, that's just a gun.
That's very strong against all other types of Pokemon.
Unless they also have a gun. Then it's who shoots first.
Well, I said all other types. The battle of two gun type Pokemons comes down to who shoots first.
Who's got quick draw?
Yeah. Who's got quick draw? Who managed to put on multi-shot or whatever 3-round burst?
But
Other than that,
regardless,
quick draw with an automatic, I spray the whole room.
Yeah.
See, where I was thinking more like quick draw with a shotgun.
Mm.
Very effective weapon. Yeah.
Eh,
I'd spray the whole room too.
eh, 6 in one, half dozen in the other. The results are the other half of the room is cut in half.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Better.
Never look
Metaphorically.
down the barrel of a shotgun. It's like looking down the eyes of the devil.
I've been lit up with rock salt before, man. It's not pleasant.
It is not pleasant.
It's not pleasant. Burns. We were.
All right, we're gonna watch a short video, guys.
Uh-oh.
What video is it?
Oh,
And it burns,
Hell, world.
burns. The ring of butter.
In a world where mega franchises dominate every corner of the gaming sphere, drip feeding you new content while charging full price, comes a game that dares to challenge video game dogma by giving you the Pokemon you ordered on Wish, Pal World. Enter the controversial expanse of Pal World, where nature is lush and adorable monsters, who definitely weren't made by one of those Pokemon Kid Bash creators, roam free, protected by parity law. Then get ready to plunder the beautiful landscape of all its possible AI-generated resources as you chop, mine, and enslave its inhabitants to create your own capitalist dystopia in an experience that lets you live out your fantasy of becoming a ruthless corporate tycoon. So basically it's a Jeff Bezos simulator if Amazon employees were household pets. Work harder, you furballs, or you're going straight into the blender. Get ready to experience Pokemon the way it was meant to be played, with gritty realism, where you'll train pals to battle against untamed creatures, decimate forces slightly more sinister than you, and most importantly, do menial labor that lets you create a paradise where you live in harmony with your cute pals, or a ruthless must-style emerald mine for all the ugly ones. If they were more adorable, they wouldn't be making ingots all day. Just saying, pretty privilege is real. But to be fair, it's still way cushier than being stuck in a ball. Yeah, I know I might have caught 30 Beedus, and they've been in the box since level 7, but I'm sure they're living their best lives. Ew, I didn't know they could die of loneliness. Expand your territory in Pal World survival gameplay loop as you build the fortress of your dreams and everyone else's nightmares, where you'll put up shelter for you and your pals, set up crafting tables to create new technological discoveries, but mostly just give your green squirrel a gun. How else are you going to protect yourself from all the different threats against your cozy little homestead? Like vicious monsters, viciously horny monsters, and PETA. In a survival experience with extra emphasis on the survival, especially when you turn your pals into meatloaf. Okay, look, it's not much more brutal than Pokemon. They've been turning their mons into cuisine this whole time. Well, you thought Ash was just subsisting on berries? He's definitely eating the Pokemon that conveniently go missing between seasons. I guess that's better than what his mom was doing. Dive into the mysteries of Palpagos Island, where you'll use your team of pals to uncover every corner of the landscape, letting you ride, fly, and commit cartoonish levels of violence against syndicate bosses, mythical pals, and whatever else gets in the way of gentrifying the island. No matter how much blood I have to spill, I'm gonna have a Starbucks run by a giant duck. In satisfying mechanics that will scratch the itch of what you've always wanted a Pokemon game to actually be, which will also make you wonder what was stopping Game Freak from doing this to begin with. Oh, right, the money. So arm your furry friends and get ready to journey into a magical adventure with extreme prejudice in a solid and enjoyable experience dripping with potential, assuming it doesn't get completely atomized by litigation, which it absolutely will. I choose you, Nintendo's legal team! Because
Nintendo
you guys
doesn't have a
definitely want the
say in
names
it,
of these
though.
pals, we'll just pretend these aren't just fan-made Pokemon art off Google Images and give it the authentic treatment. Starring Lamb Chop Chops, Bubsy 3D, a chicken from Harvest Moon. Do you even lift, monk, bro? Is that the Firefox logo? What the flack is this abomination? Chinese knockoff Pikachu, Harambe's Revenge, Arsonist Bambi, Unhappy Feet, Squawk and Bones, Sonic's Bad Children, Poop Ditto, My Little Furry, The God Pigeon, ICP Dumbo, Millennial Spiritual Animal, Trust Fund Eevee, Straight Up Miss Dravius, HBO Reboot Babe, LARP Eevee, Sandshrew and Boozel's Love Child, Squidward before he was crushed by society, Anka before Tumblr got her,
Celeray Romano.
Free 3D Wolf Model, Toucan Sanchez, Staying Celibate Lop Bunny,
3D
Snore
Wolf Model.
Lactating, Better Hair Roselia, Totally Not Murlocs, What You Look Like When You Type Ewu in the DMs, Macho Bear Pandy Savage, Paris Hilton, Capriti Salad, an alpaca in stripper boots, Pretty Horny. We got Star Raptor at home, Reject Sanrio character, Chibi Satan, Pumpkin Spice Butterfree, Dodge Ram, Existential Crisis Mod, Milady, Power Bottom Barney, Absolutely Awful Design, America! Yeah! Garnivore Second Cousin Gavinvoir, Skull Island, Rise of Kong, B-Movie, Beyonce, Your Cat at 3 a.m., Scrubbing Bubbles Extra Strength, Just a Straight Up Dratini, Super Glue, Storbrand Ninetails, Kieran Beer, like the 10th beer in a different color. There are other animals, you know. Houndoon, but an electrician, Vulpix's Drag Race, Weird Pervert in a Cloud, Rule 34 Mewtwo, Definitely Not a Toupee Meganium, Servant in the USA, Kindred's Dog, Down on His Luck Bowser, Anime Villain Felix the Cat, Blatantly Catering to Furries, Lumiere's Emo Phase, Ass Blasters, Cultural Appropriation, I Got a Raging Beacon, Need to see a doctor about this raging beacon, DeVry Institute Miss Magnus, Wixen These Balls, Jazz Jackrabbit would like a word, Lady Gaga. It's called fashion, look it up. Flygon really let himself go. Drawing a seal from memory, Dratini's Hot Mom, Pretty Aggressive Hugs, 420 Blaze Howlett, Too Many Edible Saurus.
Too many edible stores.
That was pretty damn good.
I like the several references to not renaming the file, like just like 3D wolf, 3D cat,
And PETA.
yeah. It's like that's what the stock file was called. They just never renamed it. Oh,
Those are pretty good.
from the asset store.
Hello, Bear.
By the way, you can buy all those assets off of the asset store. And put them in your.
What
own
is that from?
Fall World.
What
Power
world?
World is a knockoff of Pokemon, but with guns. That came out like a month or two ago.
Because it's made in America.
Ah,
Fuck yeah.
Actually, I think the developer's in Korea. I remember watching the guy's YouTube videos.
Well,
Well,
Koreans say
Koreans are more
Japanese.
Americans than Americans are.
yeah. Korea's just Southeast Asian America.
Sure. I have no idea where the guy is. Probably down the street from me.
So who else read that article that said within 5 years, 2/3 of the population of Earth will be dead?
Will be dead.
Yeah.
This was an article or the ramblings of a crazy person you saw.
This is
on
an
a street
article.
corner?
Was it in the Atlantic?
It's
Sounds like
talking,
something.
talking about disease X. The population of America will go down to about 89 million.
I'm not worried about
Okay,
it.
so this
They
was
say it'll
Alex
be under
Jones.
20 million.
They've
I'm
been
not worried
predicting
about it.
for a while for a variety of reasons. But I think that's
Yeah,
actually
where was this article?
to get
Yeah.
around 89 million.
What was that? What was that financial website that reported 9 of the last 3 recessions? What was that? Like not hedge zero or whatever. So it sounds like one of those websites.
Wall Street bets.
No.
There used to be a site that predicted populations. What was it called?
Yeah.
See, and that the
Fucking-
invisible bubble looks like Andy Cap. What's going on? You're confusing me, sir. You are confusing.
No idea. I have no particular style, so
Clearly, I love it.
I feel.
I
I'm
love it.
sitting around my house that is in cutoff shorts and a t-shirt, and then when I go out, I actually put clothes on.
Andy Cap, man, what a reference that was.
Yeah.
I went with Charlie Sheen.
A cartoon that showed that beating your wife's ass could be funny.
What do you mean could be?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Shadow, that was so
masculine of you.
I'm not worried about a disease that I'm not going to live to see come to fruition. What I'm more
Yeah.
concerned about
It's
is
Tuesday.
how about the Boeing whistleblower who decided to commit suicide in his car?
yeah.
Suicide.
Oh,
How do you predicate the stock viability up or down of a company that can exterminate and assassinate anything that gets in front of their bottom line? Is that a net positive or a net negative in the long term? I'm seeing that argument circulate because they got the good bet. If you can't take this company to court because all their whistleblowers blow their heads off, does that mean the stock's just destined to go up?
I recommend buying, but not telling anyone, just to be safe.
That's insane, eh?
It's something.
It's Clinton-esque.
Boeing Airlines. Wheels falling off during takeoff.
Yeah.
Doors opening in the middle of a flight.
Has it affected their stock?
No.
No.
The question.
Engines catching on fire during the flight.
The question you've got to ask yourself is: do the Clintons own any Boeing stock?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They're too busy raping Haiti right now, I think. So
Yeah, exactly. They're way too busy exploiting the third world.
Allegedly.
More gold down there.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I'm not saying anything negative about the Clintons. I like
Nope.
the Clintons.
I just want to point out that this is a wall behind me, and the only way somebody would be able to get behind me is not at all.
I just want to point out that I think it's absolute bullshit that, just because your chances of committing suicide increased by 700% when doing business with the Clintons, that's not an indication of anything. That's just the world's depressing. That's all I'm saying is sometimes,
It's depressing having to put up with all the negative shit you hear about the Clintons when you're their friend. That's why, a lot of them commit suicide.
No one has that many friends
about
that
all the
commit suicide.
bullshit.
Not even the Gambinos had that many friends who suddenly died. That's not taking
you're using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means. Friends? The Clintons?
Friends. Dude, I know someone.
Okay.
I know someone in Falls, and they've had friends that they pressured into doing stuff. Yeah. Organized crime with a different skin tone is all it is. It's that white trash mafia out of Arkansas. The weird part is it got its way into the White House.
Bear, how is Heroic doing?
Fine. That's right where I left it.
I voted on that poll for
Yes, I saw it. LOL was your vote. That was awesome. You're cutting wit, Justin. Just to my bone, the witticism of your comment.
I figured I'd message LOL again just because you liked it the last time I did so.
Maroon, sir. You are a maroon.
I have not heard that in a good long time.
Justin,
we're doing
I like
good.
maroons.
We're
Justin, you need to
we've
go touch
survived
grass.
some canceled pledges, and people have come in and replaced those canceled pledges, so that's nice to see. And we're doing the best we can. And to answer Cal's question, the next update will be at the end of next week because next week is a writing week for me, so I'm going to be working on that. So
that was a really good interview you had with dude from TSR the other day.
Oh, Steve Winter. Yeah, it was really nice. It was fun talking to him, too.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Winter. I recognize that name.
Hey, what's up, Raven? Morning.
Well, Steve is pretty common, and winter's like one of the 4 seasons. So,
I mean, in relation.
Sir, you have your
to
thumb on the
kids.
pulse of comedy, sir. Justin, you missed your calling. You should be in Hollywood writing sitcoms, you masterful genius. LOL. I mean, come on. Who writes LOL? I mean,
fuck, bro. If I went to Hollywood and started writing sitcoms,
everyone would be out of business. Everyone would just want you to write everything.
the
It'd be
quality would definitely go up.
writers would be killing themselves as if they were business partners of the Clintons. That's how bad it would be. It would be that bad.
It'd be like, oh shit, we all just met the Clintons.
Wow.
Bam.
I'm sorry. Am I putting too fine a point on that? I apologize.
It's weird watching Canadians go at it.
Why is it weird?
Because you guys are supposed to be nice.
Well,
Have you met us?
Bear and I are just having fun with each other. Like, I deliberately did the LOL thing because we were joking about the last time I did the LOL.
And I'm deliberately mocking him because he's not funny, and it's so much easier to mock people who aren't funny. I mean, come on, Jesus.
But like, I'm not
Hello,
like,
Raven.
super trying to be funny. It's just like,
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not super trying to insult him. I mean,
yeah, well, that's a fucking lie. Don't lie, bro.
No. If I was really trying that face gives me more material than I would ever need, sir. I could just start there and work my way up. But no. Canadians have a thing which is, and this is true coast to coast and coast to coast to coast because we have 3 coasts. We don't start shit, but we'll fucking finish it.
Have you never seen a hockey
once you
game?
rile us up enough to get like, we're like, okay, now we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, and we do it. Ask the Germans what that was like. They found out the hard way.
Yeah, and then we accused them all of all the war crimes we committed.
Well, there's that too. Yeah,
That's what winners do.
We're really good at hiding our war crimes. That's just the way it is.
Oh, only losers get. Only people who lose the war get accused of war crimes. When you're winning, there's no such thing.
Yeah,
it's what your opponents do.
Exactly.
Marketing. But those who commit
Marketing.
the best war crimes usually come out on top.
Also, Justin lives in Ontario, and pretty much the entire country has the right to pick on him for that. Like, that's like in the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. You know, like, it's just there.
Yeah.
We can just pick on him.
I know. I was there when I wrote it in the thing.
You were there when Shadow first taught man how to make fire. That's right, Shadow. I see you. You didn't get away for free. I see you up there.
The cavemen still want to know why they have to whack up before they rub the sticks together.
What?
I really missed something there.
Yeah, you don't want to know. It was very disturbing, and I still have nightmares about it.
You call them nightmares?
That's all really hard.
I don't know. Usually, if something happens that really upsets a person, they don't bring it up like every single day.
That's right.
Yeah, but I enjoy seeing that look of like amusement and fucking.
Whereas if you go through some shit that you really don't like, you kind of try to bury it.
Methinks the lady doth protest too much. Is that the point you're making, sir?
That's what I'm saying. I
Right.
think you liked it.
I think you're right.
That facial recognition of interest.
But it does amuse me to see Shadow get all like.
You know what?
Shadow is the best because Shadow takes the joke, makes the face, and does the laugh. You know what I mean? Like, that's why Shadow's fun to do this with, because Shadow knows how to play it properly. And he should know, because he was teaching court jesters back in the Middle Ages. So it's really worked out well for him all those years.
You know.
I mean, he was there when the Greeks were writing tragedies. You know, I'm just saying. They were just the stories he was telling them of the time before Greece. I mean, yeah, come on.
He was all like, yo, check this out. Oedipus does this. And the writer's like, what?
And you're like, what? He wants to fuck his dad. No. His mother. And he's like, okay, you can tell the story the way you want, but in the version I was part of, you know.
part of is the
fucking
emphasis
raw.
word.
Holy shit.
That's just raw.
I know, right? Wow.
Oh shit! I just woke up from a nap too. This is good.
And chose violence. We see that.
You fucking met me, Shadow. Do I ever choose anything else?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, you do have cats, and they're still alive. So.
Well, it's because they could kill me.
What?
What are you, a first level mage?
Have you seen
When it
that
comes to
one
cats,
cat?
yeah. You see the size of these two fucking panthers that live in my house?
Shit.
But I did want to say this. It was, and then no joking, like no bullshit on this one. It was really, really cool when you sent that video to me to see how much Jackie's grown in the last couple of years, man. Like, holy crap. Like, I was shocked when I saw him in the video. I'm like, what happened? Like, did you put him on the rack or something? Like, my God.
No, just good old fashioned, processed foods and
You
Processed
can tell
food.
he's only half Mexican with his height.
Yeah. That's a little bit of Kabbalah, a little bit of.
But I do want to give a shout out for
Thanks, man.
Yo Geek tonight. He's doing his 3rd year.
Oh, is he? Is it tonight?
Yeah, as Drinking Quest.
Oh, that's tonight, eh?
Yeah, I got me some Woodford Reserve.
Oh, I gotta watch that. But it's gonna be hard. I'm supposed to be running a heroic fight tonight, but damn.
Well, what time's your thing tonight?
8 p.m.
His is 5.
So you guys are starting drinking at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Well,
Oh, you should be good and like fucking hospitalized by 8 p.m. then. So it should be fun to watch for a while.
Yeah.
Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be cooking them.
Well, they have a thing here in Quebec. It's called 5 à 7, 5 to 7, which is the going drinking after work type thing. And so people get to say have a 5 à 7, and it's like, Jesus Christ, when I'm done work, the last thing I want to do is go drinking. I just want to go home. Leave me alone. Like, fuck off world,
hey guys, I need some advice.
Stop the gay videos and
Painting.
find Jesus.
Get a haircut. I don't know. I mean,
That's not happening. Painting advice or color choice advice.
oh, get a better hobby. That would be my advice then.
Okay, I'm doing this dragon turtle, right? I don't know if you can see it very well.
It's
pretty massive.
That's just nice.
Yeah, it's a nice dragon turtle.
yeah.
Okay,
You're doing
it's got a lot of spikes, and claws.
Yeah.
I'm debating like yellow for them.
Like a tannish yellow. Yeah,
Look
that's
at,
usually
look
what
at
they are.
actual turtles and see what their coloring is like, and then go from there, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. That's why I picked yellow. But I just
Paint it up like a big old snapping turtle.
No, I dry brush ivory on there.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Brush ivory, that's good. Yeah.
I
I
would
think I
do
care.
if I had one of
Shadow?
those.
Yeah, I don't paint anymore. I'm probably worse.
I would
That's a nice
paint
job.
it up dark colored, and then I would go out and get a bunch of scale palm trees and shit and glue all over the top.
It's got a boat that sits on the top that
yeah.
attachable.
Check this shit out.
Oh, you put a boat on it?
It
And
comes.
then I would have to make a little island that looked just like the
Now
back.
that's cool as shit right there.
That's a little dragon turtle there.
James, check that out.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
awesome.
cool.
That's
But
just
then
a
I'd have
baby
to make a
dragon
foam
turtle.
island that looks like the back of the dragon turtle, so that could just be sitting there, and the adventurers be like, "Okay, let's get off the boat and go see the island," and then swap them out real quick. Blah.
That's what I was telling Justin last night. Exactly. And it comes off, I could have glued it on, but I'm like, you know what? I can also use this as scatter terrain. So,
Yeah.
and so far, all I'm doing is just zenithal highlight, speed paint, and like here, this is several different colors of green.
Well, I see some Twilight Imperium on that shelf, dude. Nice.
You sure do. You do.
Oh, dude, thank you. That is now the name of my new college band.
Hyperion?
No,
Twilight Imperium.
Several.
That's a good game.
I forgot he said it. Several something
Shit.
colors of green.
Shades
Oh.
of green.
Shades of green.
Is it something? He said he didn't say several shades of colors of green, did he?
Yeah. It's several shades of green.
No, he had the word colors in there. That's my point. I
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
watch this.
Oh,
I guess how exactly, but that sounds like a really shitty college band. Thank you.
You should name your college band Coloreds. I'm all for it.
Are you in Alabama currently, sir?
Yes.
I think he could get arrested in this country for that.
I probably get arrested. I had to give it a choice: life in
Grammatically,
prison,
people of color
re-education,
and
or
colored people are the
hey,
same thing.
have you heard about medically assisted suicide?
Oh, that's a Canadian thing.
Yeah.
I thought I was hiring a maid. I found out that's not what it was. I was very shocked.
Hey, man.
Complaining
In your
about your burnout
country,
knees and your chubby belly. Here, just kill yourself.
in your country, some states have started
yeah.
court-mandated psychological surgeries for attitude adjustments.
Yeah, those are all
lobotomy. Don't lobotomy you.
Yeah.
Institutionalization and then correcting problem people has always been a tactic of some people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder who those people are. I don't know.
These people are still
The Germans.
No.
It's the Germans. Is that who told me? It's the Germans.
Oh, I thought it was the USA, and I was going to follow up with, are we the
Yeah, but I
bad
just had to do that.
But it wasn't the Germans.
Okay, we're not going to get into the, how great the 47th.
Oh my God! Here we go.
But in
Actually,
fact,
I'm getting ready
it
to do the
actually
show
wasn't.
because I'm going to go back to sleep.
Didn't you just send me a text?
No.
Didn't I just get here?
Isn't it fucking Friday?
You just got here from taking a nap, Bear.
I got up from my nap because I saw you messaged me.
I swear to God, Hungar is like the blue balls of podcasting.
Yeah.
Hungar's like that hot chick that just cock tease. He's the cock tease of fucking podcasting.
Like she'll play with it a little bit, but then she stops.
Yeah. She ain't pretty. She just looks that way.
Fits on it, gets you excited, goes, I gotta go.
Yeah.
But once again, he forgot to turn off the stream.
Thanks, Cal.
I think that was intentional.
I don't know.
He's gonna storm back in.
Now you guys can go as long as you want. I'm just going to lay down.
That's what she said.
Oh,
nice.
That's some cousin fucker if I ever heard it.
Don't
fucking Hungar.
Thanks,
don't
Cal.
be racist against the whole island of Iceland.
Or the entire North Africa.
If you can't get laid in Iceland, you are done. Like there's nothing for you in this world. They are so
you can't get laid in
outside
Iceland.
DNA.
It means you got a small family.
Yeah. I was watching a documentary about Iceland where they were talking about how like the way they date confuses people from other countries because like they'll fuck you before they'll go out with you just to see if they like you. You know, like that's the way the relationship thing is. Like the girl picks you up, takes you home, fucks you, and then you call her. She's like, "No, I don't want to talk to you again." And the guys are like, "But we had sex. We should be like go to dinner." And they're like, "No. We're Icelandic. We fuck for fun." It's just like, holy Jesus, that island is weird. No mosquitoes though. Makes it a number one living choice for me.
I think them motherfuckers need Jesus.
They what?
Yeah.
They need Jesus?
Yeah.
Yo, bro. Come on now. My people don't need Jesus. My people fucked Jesus into the rest of Europe at one point.
Yeah.
Like I like how everybody loves to talk about how much DNA everyone in Europe shares with Genghis Khan, but no one fucking talks about how much DNA they share with the Vikings. You know what I mean? Like that's just like somehow that conversation never happens.
Yeah, but the problem with the Vikings is they were pussies.
What?
Like,
yeah,
they were really good at climbing over freaking fences in the middle of the night and rampaging through civilians. But anytime they had to fight like an actual army,
because they weren't a fucking army, you moron. Jesus Christ.
Jesus,
like,
have you never heard of the Battle of Stamford Bridge?
They were like 12 guys with a hard hat.
You know, when King freaking the Saxon king marched 120 miles and then whipped 3 Norse armies ass.
I agree, but those weren't Vikings. Those were Northmen. There's a difference between the Vikings and the
They
North.
were Vikings.
Yeah. Like I
Vikings
said,
were the raiders.
The point of a raid is to get in and get out.
Exactly. The ones that stayed and became farmers and shit gave up being Vikings at that moment in time, and they just became settlers.
Well, Vikings a verb anyway.
Well,
You play to your strength, not to your weaknesses when it comes to a battlefield.
thank you.
So if you want to be mobile, raid, get the shit and get out, then you are a raider. You don't want to get in a protracted engagement.
Yeah.
That's the same philosophy for light cavalry and bushwhacking and stuff like that, or any guerrilla warfare.
I mean,
Okay.
ask the Romans how they like fighting Nordic people.
Dishonorable bushwhackers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Whoa, honor is your bullshit, not
You're
theirs.
in the army.
Yeah.
What do they train us to do? Shoot people in the back with a 3-to-1 advantage. That is modern military tactics.
Mm.
Well,
Okay.
And then accuse them of shooting you in the back.
Well, that was the problem people had when they went to Vietnam early on, because you grew up with John Wayne, and then you go set up ambushes and shoot people in the back in a crossfire. That's what we do. We overwhelm people. No one's fight. If you're fighting a straight up fight, you're fighting poorly.
I like to just whelm people.
Well,
Honor's
Yeah.
dead.
that's what
That's an actual word.
Honor's gay. Is that what you said?
Well, you would know, Shadow. You
No,
would
I'm
know.
clarifying. That's
You can be overwhelmed. You can be underwhelmed.
Shadow, how
Therefore,
many
you can also just be whelmed.
You can be whelmed, yes. You can.
Shadow, how many volumes are there in the Honors Gay series now? Like 90, 95?
My favorite one is it's like those old series shows used to do on sci-fi, you know, Viking versus samurai and stuff like that. That's the Honors Gay series from Shadow. It's really good, you know.
Yeah. But they don't have any weapons. They
But it's
just
all
have,
like, you know, cabin boy versus towel boy and stuff like that. It's just
You guys are
pretty
horrible.
This fight is sponsored by Trojan.
Horrible.
I actually like that series when they had the setups. They're kind of neat.
There will be no Trojan prices.
well, look, it's like what James was saying, right? Like the Vikings were pussies when they fought an army. Yeah, absolutely. Because that's not the type of fighting they did. It wasn't their style. They were raiders, quick hits, get in, attack targets that are vulnerable, get the treasure and get out. But if you look at the Germans, the Germanic tribes, which share a lot with the Nordic tribes, boy, the Romans didn't fare so fucking good against them on the home terrain. You know what I mean? Like, and that was an army
They lost
versus.
like 2 battles.
Yeah, they lost like 2 legions. They didn't lose like 2 battles. They lost legions in Germany.
Right.
I mean, it's the same thing with the Celts.
All of the Roman Empire, yeah, but
It's
during
the
the
same thing
height
with the
of
Celts. They get to the
East-
point where
or
they
the
just Hadrian
Western
goes, build
Roman
a
Empire.
fucking wall to keep those sheep fuckers on the other side of it, please, because we can't
Yeah.
keep fighting them all the time. And that's the difference. If you
Attrition
fight,
was-
it's like
those
the
were sheep
It's like the American
They were in
Revolutionary versus
England,
the
so there were
British.
sheep fuckers on both sides of that wall.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, sheep fuckers are universal, dude. But look at you guys, your War of Independence against England, right? How quickly did it go from lining up and shooting at each other to, okay, we're going to run around the woods wearing brown? You
Well,
guys
the
keep wearing
second the
bright red
Appalachians
jackets.
come
you
across
know?
the mountains and join the rebellion.
And the logistical chain was an entire ocean where ours was here.
So, you
That's
know,
a huge factor in there. Your
If you-
reinforcements take you 3 to 4 months. Mine take me months.
exactly.
But it was that was the thing that really happened. Like the Continental Army finally managed to convince the hillbillies to help them fight.
Yep.
We fought the British, how the British had us fight the French and Indian War.
Yep.
And then they got upset about it because
Mhm.
they did. So, fuck them.
You're not supposed
But the
to.
regular
Take the
Continental
L.
Army was still fighting.
Where's Hungar? He's got to stop starfishing by now.
The regular Continental Army was still fighting in the European way. It was just all the irregulars were running around.
Yeah, and it's the irregulars that won the war, not the Continental Army, let's be honest.
Maybe.
No, they
It's a
come on. When you
combination.
tire the fucking British out that much, that's how you win wars. Did you guys learn nothing from your bullshit in Vietnam? Did you learn nothing about tiring out the superior
We were
force?
winning the war in Vietnam.
I learned
also
something
here.
that I hate hippies. That's what I learned from Vietnam.
Yep.
That is the legitimate thing to learn from
Hating
Vietnam.
hippies, you don't need a war to do that, son. You can just hate them for free.
Hating hippies is free. But
How do
peace
you
is not.
how do you hide $100 from a hippie?
In the realm of
100
where
bars
we got
soap.
information
Put under
so
the soap.
quickly,
Exactly, fuck.
what is necessary to win a war is very unpopular on the screen. And I think we've forgotten how terrible war can be. If
Yes.
you really want to win, you have to set up your parameters on what you're willing to do to win. And if you're just wanting to win, you will win.
Yep, that's true.
It's the thing is getting the enemy to die for their country and you surviving to kill more of the enemy.
Patton.
Yeah, there's a reason why they call war hell.
Right. Modern warfare was.
Or one of my favorite generals who said, "It is good that war is so terrible, or we would grow to love it too much."
Well, it's true.
Well,
And if you know who that is, you know who it is.
It's not Marcus Aurelius, is it?
No, it was an American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
was Jackson?
Lee.
Yeah, it's like
Lee.
Before
They
they
were
began the
defensive
engagement
general
at
by the way.
Gettysburg.
Right.
Which was the general?
We should have had Hood in charge, in my opinion. I
Who?
think
Okay, here's a
Hood.
question.
John
I
Bell
have a
Hood.
question for the Americans who you guys know.
He
You're
took the risk at Manassas that Lee did not and sacked the capital.
Lee was very concerned.
Who's the
with
finance
casualties.
minister? Who's the finance minister?
Canada.
No, of the Confederates. What was his
Honestly,
name?
had Lee just listened to Longstreet, Gettysburg would have been totally different.
Yep.
Because when they first encountered Union pickets
Judah-
at Longstreet
Judah Benjamin.
or at Gettysburg, Longstreet
shot
was
that guy
like,
in the back of the head.
let's freaking attack.
Right. Swing wide. They should have swung wide on the first King and flanked them.
And Lee was like, no, we got to wait for our military intelligence.
Yeah.
And on the first day, the Confederates outnumbered the Union like 2-1.
Right.
If
They would seize the first. They would seize
Hey,
the high ground on the first day with the wide.
if Judah Benjamin had been a friend of the Clintons, the Confederacy would have won the war.
How did we're sitting here talking about Civil War, Justin, and you're trying to make it about your bullshit?
Did
Get
you
out of
hear
here.
what I said?
I literally have a question about
Yeah, I
the
was
Civil
gonna
War that
say-
I'd like to ask.
fought the Napoleonic thinking at the time and sacked Washington after the first battle of Manassas. It
Okay.
would have been over.
Hey, let's hear Bear's question.
We
There-
were too good.
We're not doing that. We're just gonna.
What's your
May
question?
I ask my question?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. So when I was a kid in school, we learned about the American Civil War. And they told us this one story about, I can't remember what general it was. I don't know if he was Northern or Southern. I don't know. But you guys will probably know the story and can tell me the event where he basically was marching his troops in a circle around a hill. And they would pass a gap in the foliage, and that's where they were being spied on. So every rotation, he would have the guys switch up their gear and carry different stuff. So it made his army look like 2 and 3 times bigger than it was, and just kept them marching for a couple of hours. And as a result of that, the enemy went, well, we're not taking those guys because there's way more than we thought, and they backed the fuck off. But I don't know which general that was. I don't know which army he fought for. I don't know which side of that was that.
never
We
even
learned
heard
about
that.
No, I've not heard that. That sounds mythical.
Of course, you
No.
said when you were in school, you were taught about the Confederate War, which is more than any American is.
Right. We don't teach the Civil War properly in the United States.
Well, I was in my North
War,
American history class.
we don't teach American history down here.
No.
No. North
Nope.
Civics, they got rid of that too.
See,
Yeah.
we had to learn when I went to school, the system I went through, which isn't the same as the one Justin went through. We had to learn Canadian history, North
Man,
American
this-
history, and world history. And now what they do where I am is they no longer teach Canadian history, they teach Quebec history. You know what I mean? So they only teach the history of Lower Canada. So it's bullshit. These kids aren't learning anything. You know what I mean?
Now, yeah, I agree with you. Ours was pretty crap. Now, ours was fucking garbage.
They pretty much don't teach
Now-
anything before 1950.
I'm assuming by James's response to what I said earlier, he doesn't know who Judah Benjamin was.
I know exactly who he is. That's exactly why I responded the way I did.
He brokered a deal with the French to build a bunch of ironclads for the Confederacy, and then ran off with the fucking money.
Yeah.
I'm-
Financing was always a problem itself.
yeah, but,
Wait. The South was full of corrupt fucking assholes? No
Yeah.
way.
and like I said, if he had been a friend of the Clintons, referring to being shot a couple of times in the back of the head,
Yeah.
they probably would have gotten those fucking ironclads.
The North practiced a war on civilians and set the template for how modern warfare is done now by practicing genocide upon the American South.
Yeah.
So yeah, in a war, there's lots of dirty skullduggery. And the reason the South did not win in the first year of the Civil War is because we did not go north and sack Washington as the Napoleonic thinking of the time was, because it was a defensive war for independence, not a war of conquest. It was the war of northern aggression, not an American Civil War, northern aggression.
Well, so DM Beelzebubba, James, myself, Hungar, and certainly Shadow and Son, given his age, we were all alive as young men to know when that moment came when the Confederate flag stopped meaning rebellion and started to become the left's battle cry saying it meant slavery, which it didn't. Which is why we watched shit like the Dukes of Hazzard and stuff, and we got mad. Yeah, it was never the flag of slavery; it was the flag of rebellion. That was the point of it. But I remember being in school, early in college, when that switch in thinking happened, and suddenly we were going from the South was about economics that slavery was a part of, and all this to suddenly the war was all about slavery. And I remember hearing that and going, "No, I've read shit. Like that's not true at all. That's like something that was a part of it, but it wasn't the whole focus of the fucking war."
Yeah. What the fuck's that tapping?
Entanglement.
How did this happen? How did you guys let it go to the point where now there's entire generations who think the entire war was solely about slavery and only slavery, and that was the only issue on the board?
It's indoctrination.
It's leftism.
No, I blame 100% Jimmy Carter when he invented the Department of Education.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Jimmy Carter signed the Department of Education into being a thing.
It's not just
destroyed
education.
American education.
It's not just the education. It's also the newsroom, bro.
And the college.
You can say that, but
we let communists educate our children. They determine the curriculum
one at a time.
Yeah, but the thing is, we went from being one of the best educated countries in the world,
worst in half a generation,
to the worst educated country in the world after the Department of Education came into effect.
Yeah. Reagan campaigned on demolishing the Department of Education and never did it.
Because Republicans are sissies.
Yeah, spineless.
Spineless.
That's that right.
The worst enemy of the Republican Party is the Republican Party.
Right.
The two-headed giant, dude. It's always been a unit-party. It's probably been a unit-party since about the 1950s.
Yep. Post Kennedy. After Camelot, that's when it becomes a uniparty, right?
Right. The assassination of Kennedy
was the coup.
The deep state.
It was the unspoken coup of America. Killing Kennedy was the Christ. You know the thing about the Democratic Convention?
Instance operated with a gun against his head.
What's the Democratic Convention where they block everyone from shouting up? What? Sorry.
So the 68.
Yeah, where they're trying to get to the floor to announce who they want as the candidate, and everybody blocks them so they can get up and say Johnson instead, or whatever it is, Or is it Truman? Or is it Truman that had that happen? I can't remember. There's one of those ones where
Truman never saw it after his first. He served.
He never went through an election, right? It's Johnson. Yeah, okay. Where they're trying to stop it, and there's a whole other candidate they want to bring to the fucking floor for the party, and they get blocked by all these assholes so that they can get up there and declare their guy first. Like you guys went through a fucking coup in your country.
Well, I don't think the Democrats even have a runoff anymore.
No, they don't.
No, it's declaration by proxy.
The Democrat Party just picks who's going to run.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what they even base it on, really. They're just like, yeah, we're running this guy.
I will not fear. Fear is the little death. Fear is the mind killer.
Oh.
It's bad. It gets in your head, kills you. Won't do it.
That's awesome.
Only pussies fear. That's the way it is. You know it. I know it. I don't feel fear. Ask anyone. Ask the Fremen. They'll tell you. I got that Fremen blood. Powerful stuff, that Fremen blood.
And they say
the other night on Salty Cracker, he had somehow dug up old footage of Donald Trump on Soul Train.
Oh, yeah. Best
dancing.
That's the best.
Was that the live stream?
Yeah.
Oh, because I missed it.
Is that this dance?
Yeah, it's Donald Dance.
He was getting down. I was sitting there like, damn, and he had a mullet.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was like business in the front,
Business
party
mullet.
in the rear. He had like this brown suit.
Yeah, that was the yuppie mullet, wasn't it? From the 80s.
I saw it on some,
it wasn't too long, just a little bit long.
Yeah, I saw it on some black guy stream where he was talking about. He goes, "You want to know why black people are voting for Trump?" And he just played that clip, and it's like,
why does he have to be black, Bear?
Because that's what he was.
Because
the dude was black. Why would I deny him who he is? There, Justin.
That's
hey,
what the
Justin
lefties do.
Thor, Justin T. Justin Trudeau.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you
He
missed it
just started
last
to
night.
add
He
up now.
had the full Castro outfit on. Just needed the
I've been
cap.
wearing that. I've been wearing that shirt for like 3 days, bro.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, like a good communist hippie,
Bro.
you don't bathe. Got it.
I'm like, bro, shower, son.
Seriously. Change
Well,
your
I
shit.
Well,
had
he
been
does. He
wearing
just keeps his clothes on, right?
Aw.
Yeah. And then I stand in front of the giant air dryer until the clothes are dry.
Justin, I thought your people liked showers.
A giant air dryer would feel great, wouldn't it?
Nice, James. That was fun.
What was it? What did you say? I thought your people liked what?
Showers.
No.
Oh, motherfucker. That's brutal.
Well, there are a lot of French in Canada, right?
A lot of French? More than a few.
Oh.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, look at it.
Oh, yeah, how cool.
The Great Maggot King.
Dang.
No way.
Yes, sir.
You're shitting me. That's got to be fake. That's the look I got right there.
That is the con, sir.
What the fuck? Dude,
Looks
please
Music,
send
so
me
you're
that.
getting a copyright strike for that, Hungar.
Please send me that. Oh my god, I need that playing in my house 24/7.
Every time you hear somebody say Trump is racist,
Play that.
it was like in the 80s. He financed Jesse Jackson's freaking political.
Who's the lady
His whole
who
thing.
gave
He
the
was
permanent-
banging out all the black chicks.
Who's
Yeah, what
the
was that?
lady
That supermodel
His
was
whole
named?
who
thing
gave the
Shut down
free
the Senate,
apartment
dude.
to
It's
for
awesome.
life? There's some black lady that I can't remember who it is. She's like a famous black lady, and like he gave her a free apartment for life to like just
Yeah.
recognize.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck off, you fucking lefty cunts. You're more. The left is way more racist than everyone else because they imply everybody needs their help because no one's capable of being their own fucking people anymore. I fucking hate
They control us.
That's why people like Al Sharpton and shit should be ashamed of themselves because there's pictures of Al
There's race
Sharpton
others are Shane's not in
giving
that
Trump
vocabulary.
awards and shit.
Yeah, with Muhammad Ali and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Muhammad Ali still likes Trump or still did.
Yeah, but Muhammad Ali has a hard time,
Separatist.
for breakfast. Come on, let's be honest.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember.
It's not high praise.
BBC. Have you ever seen the
No, I
BBC
get
interview
it,
with
but-
Muhammad Ali?
No.
Oh, that poor English guy. He was trying so hard to be away, and Muhammad Ali's like, "I'll never marry a white woman. I'll marry a black sister because I want my kids to look like me.
Yeah, I remember
Don't
that.
you want your kids to look like you?" And the guy's like, "Well, honestly," and Muhammad Ali's just ripping him a new ass.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't got no time for that.
Who is the rent
because
too damn
it was
high
back
guy?
in the 70s, and
The
they were-
rent's too damn high.
Who is that guy? The rent is too damn high. Like,
Oh,
I
that guy
love
was
that
great.
guy.
that was his whole political thing. Rent is too damn high.
He was right.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Rent is too damn high.
Jimmy McMillan.
What was it? What was it? When Duke ran, he got a higher percentage of the black vote than
David Duke.
Yeah, he got a higher percentage of the black vote.
Why,
than, like, the other
why,
party.
Justin? Is it like you just start wearing the swastika at this point, man? Come on. Like, just
Man,
Hold on, though.
You're the one
In
being
another
hateful right
direction.
now.
Because the other way, it's just an Indian good luck charm.
Yeah, if you talk about
That's
on
not
break,
true,
like,
James.
people
That is a
calling me-
miscommunication. Go look at India. You'll find them in all directions.
They're
has
native.
nothing-
The swastika
It
is
has
native
nothing
all
to do with
cultures.
direction. That is something that I think Indian guys made that shit up so people would leave them the fuck alone because they got tired of eating shit over
Cherokee used it
swastikas.
too. Because
Yeah.
it is simply the Big Dipper rotating around the North Star.
It's a sun
as the
wheel.
seasons. That's why
It's a sun wheel.
native to all cultures.
It's the sun. It represents the sun. It's a sun.
I
wheel.
know it's
found
still
in
part of
every
the
primitive
Finnish
culture on the planet.
royal family's heraldry.
What? Which family?
Finnish.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Vikings
Except
had it.
it's
You
blue.
can find Viking
It's
daggers
blue
and
on
swords
white.
with it emblazoned on it. It was a sun wheel. It represented the sun. Hitler, the angry mustache model, he turned it into something else because that's what he did. And no one will let it fucking go anymore because it's
You
easy.
know why?
Branded. That's how
Yeah.
branding works, dude.
Yeah, that is 100% branding.
That's what I was
Absolutely.
going to say. Because red white and black in combination is such a strong color pattern.
Oh, he
Like,
selected
when you
those
see it,
colors.
you just can't freaking not see it.
He selected those colors. Well, Goebbels did specifically to piss off the communists
Yeah,
because
too.
they were using those colors.
Well, they're
Yeah.
both.
I thought
communists.
Hugo Boss
No.
suggested them to him.
No,
Voss made all the fashion system.
the uniforms, but not the color selection on the flag.
Yeah, uniforms with Hugo Boss.
I'll yield to you on that since you're obsessed with it. So.
I'm not obsessed. I just like.
I'm more along Mussolini lines. Fascism as an ideology and concept. Franco.
I learned this stuff because, like, I caught so many teachers in school lying about the smallest things, so I started to learn this stuff.
But Justin, I'm still worried about you because the lefties are all anti-Israel, and you're pretty anti-Israel. So I'm
Well,
the
left,
lefty, buddy.
I don't think we should be involved in the same
I'm not anti-left. I'm anti-stupid. So stop being one.
Couldn't you just be anti-left?
Well, that's not hard.
You save yourself
just like
you just save yourself respect.
Hungar.
Because
Hungar's eating chips and watching the show.
Hungar's just making racket, just hanging.
Yeah. Well, at least he's not
that
starfish
asshole
anymore.
in the fucking movie theater who's opening up the chocolate bar behind you, and he's trying to do it slow, and you're like, "I'm gonna beat the shit."
Yeah, it's a Buddhist symbol too. Yeah. That's what we were saying.
I love the guy that's explaining everything on the screen to the person sitting right next to him, like he's watching the fucking movie too, asshole.
Justin, try living in Quebec when you go see a movie in English, and the two guys behind you is the one guy who doesn't speak English, and his buddy's explaining everything to him in French that's happening. And you're trying to watch Batman. And
we have
hang on. I love this.
No.
In 89 Batman, when they show Michael Keaton going to the alleyway and laying the rose down, the guy behind me turns to his friend and in French says, "Oh, he's doing that because that's where Robin died." And I'm just biting my tongue because I just want to turn around and go, "Shut the fuck up! Shut your fucking French mouth!" Like, oh my god.
That's where Robin died?
That's what he said to his buddy behind me. And I'm just like, oh
fucking moron.
Okay.
Ooh, are we doing our 20 minutes of hate? Oh, Big Brother is watching, I hope. This is good. Have you never read 1984?
Of course I have. It was, when I went to school, it was required reading.
Yeah, it was for me
required
too.
reading in school.
The whole thing where it's your 20 minutes of hate, where they flash images of whoever the enemy is, and you scream. It's usually what's his name.
You mean like they flash pictures of Mustache Man?
They flash pictures of his name.
Whoever years after
Freeman or
died.
Yeah, Freeman or whatever his name is. I can't remember his godforsaken.
No, I'm talking about real life.
No.
Listen, your masturbatory habits are your own, Justin, okay? We don't need to know what you watch when you masturbate, okay? That's between you and Satan.
Why would it be between me and you?
Oh, thanks for the promotion. All right, I'll be back, guys. I got to do some work. I'll be right back.
Damn.
Yeah, it's funny. Jackie
going off to masturbate.
Jackie asked, for the last like 3 birthdays, books like that. 1984. What was the other one? Brave New World.
It's not
Brave New World is the scariest of the lot of them.
Yeah. We do it now. We're doing it now, but it's not state sponsored; it's corporate sponsored, and people do it to themselves.
Yeah,
it's the whole gummy thing.
Well, that's how
Animal Farm one is a good one too.
Yeah, he's got that one too. There's a couple others that are escaping.
I could go for some bacon too.
Because in Brave New World, the government worked with controlled industry to like give people jobs to earn money to buy things. But it was a completely enclosed circular economy.
Right.
Well, all economies are, but...
And then they drugged everybody. Yeah. And like the stupider you were, the more drugs you got.
Yeah. That's today. I think it's a mixture of them. Like they kind of.
Whereas in 1984, at least you know you're a slave. in Brave New World, they don't even know they're slaves.
So, did you guys see that Venn diagram where it's basically 1984, Brave New World, Handmaid's Tale, and something else, and it's like in the middle is like where we are, 2024.
I don't know.
It's just like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
just
they
like,
need to add silent running.
I want
and
citations.
Well,
I think it's
Green
Blade
and-
Runner is the other one or something. You know, but it's just like
rollerball should be in that list as well.
We
as,
were promised
Right.
rollerball, and we got crappy soccer.
Yeah, we're never getting
No.
silent running. We're never getting rollerball. Just forget about your fucking boomer bullshit, Shadow. It's
you
never
did-
gonna
We
happen.
are.
Okay.
You
Logan's
did that
Run is
wrong.
here, dude.
Soylent Green is made from bullshit. Okay, just accept this.
I want to say this. Beelzebub did that wrong. We were promised rollerball and got solar babies.
Well, no
Wow.
one rollerblades anymore. It was rollerblading and solar babies. But
I still think that's the best fucking joke ever that killed rollerblades forever. Bill Burr points it out. The one joke that ruined rollerblades forever. What's the hardest part about coming out about rollerblading? Coming out to your parents. It's just like fuck. And it's just brutal. But yeah, I remember those things being everywhere, and then suddenly they fucking vanished.
Yeah. That's a true story.
The hell's
In the
that?
landscapes. Someone's fan.
Who's mowing their lawn? Oh, it must be California. Hey, remember last night, Shadow, you were saying, just as I left, I heard you say, as long as I'm on the right side of the Iron Curtain, you'll be happy. I got bad news for you. If it happens today, you are definitely on the wrong side of the Iron Curtain being in California, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
You're
I don't know.
literally-
It's mainly the three major metro centers. I think that place would fall apart so fast, make your head sing. This becomes Appalachian. Is what the place.
Dude, the only
Yeah,
thing-
where
the
I
only thing
live
can
is
say-
actually pretty nice. You know, it's peaceful. There's not a lot of lefty bullshit, but there is a lot of homeless people. But unfortunately, they're only here like 6 months of the year because the
aliens
winters are
take
too
them up at
cold
Mount
and the summers
Shasta.
are too hot.
Yeah, but look at it this way: during the apocalyptic civil war that your country's going to have, you have plenty of fresh meat.
So, okay, so here's a fun question. Let's say you guys do degenerate into a civil war. What
You guys-
state would you most want to be in to come out the other side of it in good shape?
Florida.
Kentucky.
You don't think Florida's not getting invaded? Fuck, come on.
There is no good state.
I'd say like Montana, Wyoming.
No, they're
Out
too
there in
wide
the-
open.
That's the point.
Alaska.
No one's gonna care. You're just
I was
out
thinking
there.
Alaska, even though I hate it. I mean, if you're worried about survival, Alaska, you know, it's going to suck. You know,
Well-
it's going to be cold as shit, but no
handle
one's
it
going
all.
up there to fight.
As long as you're up in the mountains when the next polar shift happens.
Alaska's
you'll be in the
not
fucking
as
tropics.
bad as everybody thinks it is.
Did you live there, Hungar?
Yeah.
Well, you see, the second you guys go to civil war, Alaska's going back to its former owner. One
Do you
way or
think
the other.
Alaska's going to become Russian?
Yeah,
No.
within a snap of a finger.
No, that's not going to be happening.
People in Alaska are just hoping that Russia tries to fuck around and find out.
Seriously.
No, that would trigger a nuclear response. If an American boot steps on Russian soil or a Russian boot steps on American soil,
You guys will be too
Trigger
busy
nuke.
nuking each other.
Yeah, I kind of agree
that
with
would
you.
be,
Justin.
that would be a sub captain, dude. Some captain on a sub would make that decision himself and launch. Done.
Yeah, maybe. But
And if America goes to war with itself, you guys assholes should pucker up real fucking.
oh yeah, we'll be in
Uh,
mushroom clouds with New York.
If
so-
you guys go nuclear, we're fucked. If you decide to invade us, enjoy our shitty cities.
No,
You're not taking our woods. You're not taking our hills. It's gonna be Vietnam of the North for you in that fight. But enjoy.
And
the
that's how it's going to be in Kentucky.
Yep.
Saskatchewan and Alberta would probably.
it's gonna be Vietnam, eh?
Saskatchewan is going to be nothing because it's flat and wide open. Enjoy that.
Well, I'm just saying.
Have fun fighting in
people
the
there would
billion
probably
lakes
go
of
Brooklyn.
fucking Manitoba. Have fun trying to find soldiers in the great fucking wilds of Western Ontario, Northern Quebec, Alberta, the Rockies.
I make
You'll
that
take
same
the
argument for people wanting to conquer.
Take the
Appalachia.
cities.
It won't happen.
Yeah, Louisville and Lexington, they'd be screwed. But
Yeah.
everywhere else in Kentucky, they'd be fine.
Yeah, until
And
someone
that's
brings
a
out the
big
flame
problem
force.
that the American military has right now is that it's geared towards urban pacification far more than it is to rural dominance. and that's a
I
big
wonder if
problem.
people in Harlan County would even know the war was going on.
What's Harlan County?
Imports.
It's the
The dollar crash in imports would be about a 5-year real problem. Like anywhere that's super rural, anything that comes in would have to be made locally. So that contraction would be visible really quick.
Oh yeah, but the rural area is going to be very resilient at the end of the day because of their ability to adjust to a lifestyle without those.
In the Appalachians, you can live with a 5-mile patch and have everything you need.
Yeah, exactly. Well, sort of rural Canada has that same thing rocking from coast to coast, right? But like I said, my buddy's a ranger. He's fought in way too many places, and he's always said that. He goes, "We'll take your cities in a week." He goes, "The rest of your country will never take you because you guys will just fucking disappear into the woods like ticks."
Yeah, but when America falls, it could bring international involvement on the North American area.
That is true.
That I don't think Canada is capable of dealing with if it's large. And the southern border would be a complete nightmare as America falls for Texas, New Mexico, Arizona.
Yeah.
Let me give you a prevision of what Canada will be like should that happen. Have you ever seen the movie Army of Darkness? Because to the rest of the world, we're going to be like, we don't even know those assholes.
And there just isn't enough contractors to hire that influx of Home Depot employees.
Those people will self-deport rather than fight a civil war in America.
Yeah. No, they'll be annexing. It'll be asset land.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Mexico itself could fight off Mexico by itself.
Yeah, the Texan National Guard could whip Mexico.
It's the largest army in the world, just the Texas National Guard.
Yeah, it's like,
but
they have 2 armored divisions. You know how many armored divisions Mexico's got?
Yes,
none.
Yeah.
But half of the Texas National Guard are Mexican. So
they're Texan.
They're Hispanic. Texans.
And the second the country falls, they'll be asset land first guard.
They're Texans first.
Listen to Beelzebub. Yeah, it don't matter if they speak Spanish, look Spanish, whatever. They're Texan.
They're Texans.
That is something to be said. The Texan is a strange creature.
They have been in Texas since before it was Texas. They ain't going nowhere.
A lot of them are first generation.
Not in Texas.
Not
Texas
as
are a different beast.
No, all of those guys
Arizona,
are
you got a
New
point.
York.
California, you got a point. Texas, that's a different beast.
The guys who were pointing out which Hispanics need to go across that border or face the wall will be Texan Hispanics. I'm telling you, they'll be the first ones to go. That guy's got to go or face the wall, and they will take care of it immediately.
Yeah,
I have no qualms about that. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. No doubts. I mean,
I know
fingers
quite
crossed.
a few Latinos out here that are full on American.
yeah. After 3 generations, Hispanics become anglicized.
yeah. And
That's
some
why
of
any
those
constant influx of
those
movement.
Spanish families in Texas been there for 200 years. Plus.
Yeah, don't forget the composition of Texas when it fought Mexico. It was 50-50.
Yeah,
Ranchers and Anglos, right?
is it still like that? I know it was like that in the 2000s. And
It's still like that.
Before that, is it
Pretty
still
close.
like that?
It's just that
There's been a lot of cultural
areas.
shift, right? So
In Austin.
but that would fall in line immediately.
See, look at me and be like, yeah, Austin. Austin is like the asshole of Texas.
Yeah,
well,
Austin is New York, Texas.
yeah.
It's
Pretty much.
It's terrible.
It's like they are not of us.
I thought it was Delta City.
The Gulf is going to be a majority white, black, and then Vietnamese. The Gulf area of Texas.
Yep.
There's some guys in Texas I keep in touch with, but they're like me.
Oddly enough, I don't
And
see
then
a
in
lot of
Eastern
minorities
Kentucky,
in my
it's going to
area.
be. I would sure hate it for anybody trying to wander through the Daniel Boone National Forest.
Yeah.
Well, you do it the proper way, behind the flamethrowers.
Right.
Yeah, flamethrowers are great when your opponent's a mile away with 30-6 or something.
Well, you clear cut the entire area.
You would have to. You would have to.
We'll try.
But even But Justin, even if you clear cut the entire area, then what are you going to do about all the rocks?
Yeah.
Well,
Largest
it,
system in the
it's
world.
severely.
I got a question for you. Hang on, I got a
severely
question for you.
limits
And those national forests and all that, how close are they to reservation lands in general?
Cherokee lands in the national forest is not that large, but
Okay, but do you have native communities living near
Cherokee.
there? Okay, I'm gonna bet it's just like up here. Way too many of those guys joined the American military at one point in time and are now sitting on fucking 50 cal sniper rifles that they would just love to sit in the woods and shoot white people with.
That's the whole demographic in Appalachia and the South.
Yeah.
The Janissaries of the American military has always been the Southern man, regardless of skin tone. Period.
So basically, then there's a really good chance when you're showing up with those flamethrowers trying to clear cut the forest with fire, guys are popping like Roman candles as they're getting 50 cals through those gas tanks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that Kentucky is God's rock garden.
Yeah. It is.
God's rock garden.
Kentucky is God's rock garden.
There's a lot of rocks in the soil.
Like trying to fight a war in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
It's very similar. Use a vehicle to get anywhere.
Or the Highlands of Scotland or Ireland. It's very similar in the landscape. Bigger.
And when we start talking about Civil War, the one thing that people always seem to forget, or they always assume, is that the majority of the army would fight for one side, like the government.
Yeah.
Which is not true.
Oh, no, it's not.
A lot of soldiers are going to go AWOL or whatever they need to do, and they're going to go home.
Yeah,
and for historical purpose, 65% of the U.S. military has always been Southern fueled.
Yeah,
we fuel the American military machine. We stopped doing it.
And don't forget, the best part of the military is not even in the military anymore.
It's your combat veteran retired.
Yeah.
Fair.
You mentioned Scotland.
Yeah, the best part ain't even in, because people from Georgia and rural Kentucky and stuff like that are not joining the army anymore.
Yeah.
They just stopped.
Like I was saying, I just remembered that time Scotland tried to set up its own colony. Oh, fuck, that makes me laugh every time.
Yeah, they'll be lucky to get paid there.
All right, guys, I want to take a nap. So I'm
Yeah, we're just bitching at each other anyway.
Trump, is it the weather?
Before we go, anybody gaming this weekend?
I am tomorrow.
Unless something comes up that I don't know about, we're playing Warhammer.
Oh yeah, I'm gaming at 3:30 this afternoon though. 3:30 to 7 every Friday. I play Red.
Hungar's role playing tomorrow for sure.
I am.
Palladium game, dumbass.
Yours or Cody's?
Mine tomorrow.
I didn't know what time.
Same time as always, 3 o'clock. We picked the 16th. Pay attention to the Discord, man.
I do sometimes.
That's a lie.
I run that problem too. Using Discord for your scheduling.
You need to have a dedicated
So
channel.
I'm playing Palladium tomorrow.
So glad
then. The next time I get 3 games this week myself.
All right, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for watching the show and putting up with our bullshit. The South will win in anything. And have a great day.
Happy gaming, folks.
Especially in shuffleboard.
Hell yeah, all the old people in Florida.